ये टाइम कर दो अगर अपने पास रखा के ना आवाज क्लियर है मेरा अजीब ही हो गया सारा फोन है
Seamus Heaney. The next poem is that is third last poem. Personal Helicon. Personal Helicon. Actually, Helicon is the name of mountain. In this mountain, all gods used to live, according to Greek mythology, and mostly writers take their inspiration from this mountain of Helicon, because all gods, including the muses, is present over there. As a child, they could not keep me from wells and cold pumps with buckets and windlasses. I loved the dark drop, the trapped sky, the smells of waterweed, fungus, and dank moss. Once in a brickyard with a rotted wood top, I swear the rich crash when a bucket plummeted down at the end of the rope, so deep you saw no reflection in it, a shallow one under a dry stone ditch, rectified like my aquarium. When you dragged out long routes from the soft malash, a white face hovered over the bottom. Others had echoes, gave back your own car with a clean new music in it, and one was scarcesome for their out of ferns and tall foxgloves or arrayed slapped across my reflection. Now to pry into roots, to finger slime, to stare big-eyed a narcissus into some spring is beneath all adult dignity. I yearn to see myself, to set the darkness equal. इस पोएम के अंदर पोएट कहता है बचपन में वो कई वेल्स देखता था, कई कुएं देखता था। कुओं पर जाना उसकी हॉबी थी। कुएं कई तरह के थे, साफ कुएं थे, पानी से लबरेज कुएं थे, गहरे कुएं जो कि एक डार्क ड्रॉप की तरह नजर आते थे। और एक बार वो एक कुएं पर गया, वहां पर झाड़ियां साफ की, अपना रिफ्लेक्शन देख रहा था तो एक रैट आया, उसके रिफ्लेक्शन के ऊपर चला गया। ठीक है, राइटर कहता है ये कुओं को देखना ऐसा ही है जैसे एक राइटर अपने मन को देखता है और अपने मन के अंदर जब झांकता है तो वहां से अपने आप को रिफ्लेक्ट करता है। बस हर शख्स का मन मुनफरिद होता है, किसी का गहरा मन है तो जब उसके अंदर देखेगा तो उसे डार्क ड्रॉप ही नजर आएगा। सिर्फ किसी का मन जो है वो ऐसे कुएं की तरह है जो लबरेज है, वहां पर रिफ्लेक्शन वैसा आएगा। कभी कभी आप जब रिफ्लेक्शन अपना देख रहे होते हैं कुएं के ऊपर, वहां से रेड भी तो गुजर जाता है, सारा रिफ्लेक्शन खराब हो जाता है। समझे कोई चीज भी आउटर चीज होती है जो आपके रिफ्लेक्शन को खराब कर देती है। कोई इन्फ्लुएंस हो सकता है आउटर, इसके कई मीनिंग हो सकते हैं। आप आउटर इन्फ्लुएंस कह सकते हैं, आप कोई कॉलमेटी कह सकते हैं, आप कह सकते हैं कोई फजूल किस्म की वल्गर ख्याल आके आपके असल ख्याल को खराब कर देता है। मेनी थिंग्स आर ओवर देयर। Actually, the poem is about the inspiration. और राइटर कहता है there is no Helicon is over there, no God and goddess are over there. There is just every person has his own well, his own thought, and that is the reflection of his own thought when he is writing something. पर मन में देखते हुए डर लगेगा आपको। अगर आपको डर लगता है कुएं में, आप सोचते हैं तो फिर हो सकता है कि आप अपने मन में झांके तो वहां भी डर लगे आपको। आपको डिफरेंट हो गया। लेट्स सी नाउ। अब वो आपको बताएगा किस तरह वो डिफरेंट वेल्स पर जाया करता था, और आफ्टर दिस ही विल डिस्कस व्हाट इज द रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ दिस वेल, और वेल को मन के साथ रिप्रेजेंट कर देगा और कहेगा हर शख्स की हेलिकॉन यही उसका अपना मन ही है। Yes, mostly ऐसा हुआ। As a child, they could not keep me from wells. Once, when I was child, no one restrained me from going or visiting the different wells and cold pumps with buckets and windlasses. And on the well, there are these things are present always. Bucket is also present over there. Pump is also over there. And there was also ropes are over there. He is only describing the wells. Just straps are over there. Ropes are over there. I loved the dog drop. And once I saw the dog drop like well. And I love it. The trap sky. One was full water full, one was the well full of water and it was reflecting the sky. I like this well too. The smells of water weed. Some wells are full of weeds and I also enjoyed the smell of these weeds, smell of fungus and dunk moss, and there was also dunk mosses over there. Some other weeds are over there. Yes, one in the brickyard with a rotted board top, and one was the well which was surrounded by the brick wall with rotted board top, and it was covered by the planks of wood, and these planks were rotted one, spout. Shapeless. I swear the rich crash when a bucket plummeted down at the end of a rope. And when somebody threw the bucket into the well, there was a slight noise of crash. Crash for what? Crash of bucket with water, surface of water. When a bucket fall on the surface of water, there was a slight noise, and I like this. So deep you saw no reflection in it. And these wells are usually too deep. You can't see your reflection in it. Seem like somebody has the soul which is too deep. And they can't watch their reflection in. So they discuss something extraordinary, too much philosophical, too much deep. And somebody are reflecting, because if they are watching their reflection, if the water is full in their well, then they reflect something else. There are different categories of well. Same like there are different categories of human beings and different categories of souls, in which the people consult or see their own reflection. A shallow one under a dry stone ditch, and there was another well which was full of water, and shallow water was over there, and stone ditch was over there. It was surrounded by the stone, dry stone, rectified like any aquarium. And sometimes these all wells are like the aquarium. Aquarium where we keep fish. Aquarium. Okay. Some wells are like the aquarium when you dragged out long roots from the soft melish. Melish means straws. When you clean these wells, they looked like the aquarium. A white face hovered over the bottom. And you can also watch your own face over there. Others have echoes. And sometimes the wells are too deep. When you howl a voice in it, when you cry in it, when you howl in it, then there you also listen a musical echo from there. If water is low, then you can listen. Give back your own call, and it is reflection of your own call. So it is representative of also one type of soul. Some souls are very musical. When a person gave his voice inside it, the voice returned in musical tune and equal tune. As the Milton was over there, he is not deep and philosophical. He is equal, nice. There's a melody. There's clean new music in it, and there's a new clean music in it. And one was scarce for their out of funds and tall foxgloves or rat slacked was fearsome, and one was and one was the well, which was frightening, where the poet has visited in his childhood, for there out of ferns and tall foxgloves, and there were some weeds were over there, and he cleaned these weeds. A rat slept across my reflection when he was watching in this well. He was watching his own reflection on the surface of well. Then a rat slept, moved from there. Now to pray into roots. Now all experiences he has discussed now. Now he is talking the conclusion. Now to pray into roots. Now it is foolish. Pray foolish. Into roots, to clean the roots on the surface of any well, to finger slime, to clean the slime. Slime is also weed from the surface by fingers, to stare, and it is also foolish to stare in the water. Big-eyed Narcissus, and to see himself. Why? To love yourself as a selfish attitude. It is foolish to see the selfish attitude, to show the selfish attitude, to watch reflection into the water. Why do you watch mirror? Only to love yourself. It is a selfish attitude to watch the mirror. So, to watch yourself on the surface of water is also narcissus. Yes, it's a self-love into some spring. In youth maybe, in spring maybe, is beneath all adult dignity. Now these all things are beneath the adult dignity. No, it is not standardized in the mature life. In mature life, these all things are foolish one. To watch yourself into the water, to see your own reflection only. These are foolish things now. Why? I rhyme to see myself. I used to write poetry to see myself, to set the darkness echoing. And I write poetry for two purposes: to see my own self and to also make some music. When I put the voice into the deep well, then the voice came with an echoing tune, and I like this musical melody. Okay, in this poem, the poet says that there is no Helicon. Everyone has his own personal Helicon, and Helicon means Helicon is like the well, and I will say that is like the soul or something inner, something your brain or your views or your thought, where you put something and reflect it, put something and watch it. Sometimes you also clean your conscience, you also clean your thoughts, soul, and then you watch your own reflection in it and enjoy it. Okay. Well is the representation of man's own inner. And in this inner, any poet reflects himself. This is a poem, actually this poem is about the inspiration of poetry. So nice of you. Take well care of yourself. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.
आगे क्या कहते हैं? ये लो